So Humanscale came around in 1983 and first came into the market supplying ergonomic products, things like keyboard trays, ergonomically designed mice, that kind of thing for computers. And then as time went on, more and more products were developed, including monitor arms. And then in 1999/2000, we in fact actually launched the Freedom Headrest chair, which is probably our most famous product in terms of what we're known for, and was the design of the late and great Neil Stiffriant, and who some of you may or may not know, but Neil in fact was the grandfather of modern day ergonomics, and the name Humanscale actually came from his publication. So that's how we get the name Humanscale. So as far as India is concerned, going back 9 years ago, I moved out to India with the task of opening up Humanscale and taking us forward into this market. And we've had 9 wonderful years. Started off very, very well, and has just increased more and more and more as the years have gone on. And in fact, this year will be an incredibly record-breaking year, and very much cements us as the #1, certainly premium chair manufacturer in this market.
So how many products you have? How many products you have?
Well, we have very limited products really, because as an ergonomics company, we only design and produce when there is a need for it, when there's a gap in the market. So, for instance, with regards to the Freedom Headrest chair, the reason this was designed and produced was because despite the fact that supposedly every chair on the market was ergonomic, everybody still had bad backs, bad necks and headaches. So something wasn't right. So that was why we came up with a chair which you come along, you sit on it, it weighs you and it adjusts your body weight and moves whenever you want to move, without the need for any manual controls.
So coming to India, how many units you have?
So in India, we are mainly selling this chair, the Freedom chair, our Liberty chair, and also our different World chair. And we also sell a lot of our monitor arms as well. As well as another new product that we have, which is called Quick Stand, which is a flexible unit that can be literally picked up and put on anybody's desk, retrofitted, and no manual controls, no levers, no cranks, you just put it up and down.
So what's the price range of your products?
That's an interesting question. From I would say from a seating perspective, you are looking at about $300 upwards, right up to a lakh plus. And likewise with regards to things like the float table, you're talking not far off a lakh. And monitor arms, again, you're talking from anything from, say, about 90,000 rupees upwards.
So you have a manufacturing unit or you're importing?
Or should I say 9,000 rupees upwards, not 90,000. Sorry, say that again, sir.
You have own manufacturing unit in India?
No, not in India, no. The nearest factory that we use is Shanghai. We also have 2 factories in the States, one in Mexico. We have manufacturing in South Africa, Dublin. Dublin used to be the main hub that supplied to India, and then about 3 years ago we brought Shanghai on board, which is now what has supplied to India.
So the first store in Hyderabad?
This is the first in Hyderabad. We have a showroom, retail and project showroom, big showroom on the outer ring road of Bangalore, which really historically has been where most of our business has been. We then, back in August, we opened up our first Ergonomic Experience Centre, which was in Nagpur, of which a lot of people, Humanscale, why are you opening up in Nagpur? But actually, there's quite, from a retail perspective, there's a reasonable amount of money around there, and a lot of people have been buying the Freedom Headrest chair. And Hyderabad is our second most buoyant city. We've got a heck of a lot of installations here, big ones, and we've got a lot coming up in the future. So we have a new sales guy here who started about 6 months ago, and a lot of business is coming to fruition from that. And it was time that we actually had something that people could come along and actually test drive our products.
So come on the expansion plans in future. What are your plans?
So in terms of plans for the future is to create more ergo retail centres so that more and more people can experience and understand true health and ergonomics in the workplace. And we will also look to probably expand larger showrooms in the main metros like Mumbai, Hyderabad, Delhi. We will grow in terms of people, and I'm hoping we will have manufacturing here within the next few years. Certainly if turnover continues at the rate that it is, then manufacturing is definitely the next step.
So how is the sales?
Our sales are doing very, very nicely. As I say, about 9 years ago, I think when I first came here, our first year was probably about $500,000 US. This year we will well exceed 7 million.
So what is your target?
My target was, I won't say exactly, but my target was less than what we've achieved.
Overall, what is your business? Overall group?
So overall, in terms of our group, then we're a pretty wealthy company. We're heading up for sort of $500 million, but privately owned, and so we still have all that flexibility. And as I said to you before, we're not a furniture manufacturer. We're an ergonomics company, a specialist company that only designs and produces where there's a need for it in the market. So you won't find us coming out with another new chair next year just because it's something else that we want to sell. There has to be a need for it.
How's the response? After
the response for us generally in India has been wonderful. As you can tell, I'm not Indian, but my wife is. So from that perspective, I have a lifetime visa here, and rightly or wrongly, I feel as if I have a very privileged existence. India has been incredibly hospitable to me, incredibly welcoming, and I love it here. And so 9 years on, I'm still here. My children go to school here. I'll be here for many years to come. so I do like to have a chuckle with all those people that said, oh, you won't be here long, Alastair, you'll be going off back to London. Well, I'm still here.